Hi, my name is PJ Perez. I just burnt my finger in the oven, and this is another edition of my video blog. Maybe last time we talked, or the time before that, I was talking about ideas for what I might do with the this video blog, whatever. And one of the ideas was to give you a tour of my studio space. Now, it's not the best of shape right now, and I realize that maybe I shouldn't have decided to do this now. But I thought, well, no, actually, it might not be a bad idea to do it now, because you can actually see it in a living, breathing state instead of the very sterile state when it's all cleaned up. I mean, it's relatively clean right now, but some stuff came up. So I'm going to give you a tour, and hopefully you learn some stuff about the creative process, or creative people, or just nonsense. Okay, so first we enter the room from this hallway, and oh, look, here it is. It's a little more brightly lit than usual. It's probably more like this, but I wanted to give decent lighting for, the tour. So over here we have the drum set. Now, I play drums in a band called As Yet Unbroken, and this is where we rehearse. So basically, the space is split into sort of three disciplines. Writing, illustration, and music. And, of course, most of them tend to overlap, and the music tends to take up the most space. We got a poster from Thursday, one of my favorite bands. This was from their album in 2006. We've got a signed poster for Henry Rollins' IFC show. I don't even know if this is still on the air anymore, but he signed it for me at Comic-Con back in, I want to say, 06. Also, it says, "Get in the band, you bastard." There's more of a story behind that, I'll tell you someday. Over here we have this, I guess it's supposed to be like an entertainment center. I've always used it as a sort of multimedia stand. So this is where the blend of the music and the other stuff comes together, and also a lot of junk right now, you'll see. I'm a little bit behind going through paperwork, so this is sort of like a week's worth of stuff I have yet to file through. This is my massive printer that was courtesy of my friend Noe. It's an awesome, high-speed, high-output full-color laser printer. Unfortunately, it's not Mac compatible, so I have to always use parallels to print anything on it. Over here we have the scanner. Now you can't see it because there's a bunch of stuff under it or over it. Whatever. Anyway, it is a Mustech 11x17 size scanner. Got it on Amazon for like $150 for a full color, 1800 DPI or whatever scanner that is that big. That's kind of awesome. And the photo quality kind of sucks, but I use it for mostly black and white line art, scanning comic book pages, so it works. This is my double head cassette deck that I bought 15 years ago. Still in great shape. I did a lot of tape-to-tape recording back then, and this came in handy for duplication and stuff like that. Still use it for dumping stuff to digital sometimes. In here is actually the mixer that goes into the PA, cleverly hidden so it doesn't take up room, and various musical supplies, microphones, and CD covers, and different software stuff. In here we've got, let's see, this is sort of a holding space for art that's in progress. I'm going to give you a sneak peek of something I'm working on for a show I'm going to pitch. Yeah. You're not going to see that anywhere else. And then just various printing supplies, which is, of course, near the printer. My Miles Davis poster. This is pretty sweet. Unfortunately, not obviously from a concert I attended since I wasn't born in '59. Record player. It's pretty sweet. It's a combination radio and record player. I think this was maybe an anniversary present from my ex-wife back when we were not exes. Thank you, Tia. I still love it. It's still great to have the turntable and the little radio thing. It's great. A little fake tweed or whatever. It's sweet. Then we've got the sort of record DVD cassette storage thing happening. My vinyl collection. This is mostly Billy Joel, Prince, and some random stuff like The Doors and Pink Floyd. Yes. This is the entire run of Racket magazine right here. You see the spines on the covers were designed to, well, maybe it's not the entire run. It's close to it. To have a whole picture that is made up there. It's kind of cool. Okay, now I have very few DVDs or movies or anything like that. I don't watch things over and over. And if I wanted to, these days with, you know, Netflix on demand and stuff, I don't have to buy stuff. And yes, I understand you don't own it, so you can't watch whenever you want, but again, I'm not going to watch stuff that much. I have a very limited collection of VHS, mostly music stuff, because that's what I'm into. So we got music videos by The Cure, and we got a Nirvana Live thing, and the Doors collection, and then Batman, motherfucker, and Superman. And then otherwise, the only other DVDs I have the entire box set of Angel. I did buy the box set of Angel. It was on sale for, I forget how much it was on sale for, but it was the entire thing, seasons 1 through 5, special commemorative book, all this stuff. And I watched all of Buffy. I watched all of Angel. I'm not gonna say I like them equally. I guess I probably click more with Angel just because it's, you know, kind of a dude-focused show. But I think Buffy was probably better written. Joss Whedon had more involvement with that through more seasons, though. But yeah, I had to get the box set because, you know, I just did. So it was one of the few things that I own DVD-wise. Down at the bottom is some boring stuff. My cassette collection. I actually have still a ton of tapes, and most of the music I bought throughout even the 90s was all on cassette. Some sweet stuff. You guys remember Hum? Hum was friggin' awesome. Suicidal Tendencies' first release. That's one of my favorites. Miles Davis Kinda Blue, which I apparently don't have on CD, but only on cassette. And then a bunch of other stuff, Danzig, The Doors, and just files and stuff, and money! Okay, now we're going to make our way to basically the brain of the operation, the iMac. So pretty much everything happens here on a 24-inch iMac. This used to also be my only really visual entertainment device, so this was also like my TV basically until the girlfriend moved in and brought hers. Because I've never bought a TV otherwise before that. So we've got my Intuos Wacom 3 tablet that I use for most of my illustration and drawings. And we've got our backup hard drive here for Time Machine. We got a nice fat 2 terabyte drive that I got for Christmas that I dump a lot of movie and music files onto because it takes up space. But everything happens here. Comic book stuff happens here. Music stuff happens here. Movie production stuff. Honestly, I'm probably due for an upgrade because I'm doing all this stuff on, you know, I mean, it's one of the dual core or whatever processors. But, you know, the iMacs aren't as powerful as, say, your, like, Power Macs or whatever they're called. But, you know, for the price and for the all-in-one package, it was pretty good. You know, the only thing is I don't have a portable computer right now. I do have a laptop that's about 7 years old this year. And it works, but it won't pick up the Wi-Fi in here for some reason. And that makes it useless because almost everything I do is on the cloud. I'm a big advocate of Google services, and I use them like crazy. And then it's just old and slow and huge. So I'm trying to save up to get a new laptop, preferably a MacBook Air, because I think it's a really good in-between for something that's not as feature-rich as a PowerBook, but not as sort of single-purpose as a what's called the iTab. What's the tablet? iPad. Anyway, yeah. So I'm thinking about getting that, but it's a little pricey. So, but I hate the Windows 7. I hate new Windows operating systems. I love XP. XP works for me, but I buy a new computer and, you know, and new software, and it's going to need Windows 7 or newer. So, sorry, Bill. So also up here is my mixer. This is a Behringer 8-channel mixer that I bought from someone pretty cheap. I think like $50. It's a really nice mixer. Runs right into the computer, so I'm ready to record anytime. All we have to do is plug in some microphones and pretty much good to go. So we got drawers, file cabinet, files. This is where the paperwork that's supposed to be processed rests, but it's scattered, you know, all over there. This is Mark Zielman's bass amp, Mark Zielman's guitar amp. Oh look, it's our guitar player's overly ridiculous, giant-sized cabinet that he's borrowing right now. We just booked a show for, I want to say it's February 24th, but I might be wrong. Whatever that last Thursday of February is. So this is the first show we'll be playing since, God, I think since November last year. And we got some new songs we're cooking up, and anyway, we're getting ready for that. So when we get ready for that, stuff tends to kind of sit in here for a while. So this room has a nice big walk-in closet that I think would make like a perfect control room or something, but it is amazing the stuff that's in here. But anyway, the problem with running a business from your home is that you accumulate a lot of stuff. It's not like I have a warehouse. So this was a wreck for a long time. You couldn't even walk in here. So when I first moved in, it was very organized, and then warehousey type stuff started to come in. So I'm actually kind of excited that everything has a place for the most part. Some stuff looks like it's piled together. It's because there's still some logistics to figure out that I could probably rework to the garage or whatever. But it's not bad in here. I mean, no, really, compared to what it was before, it's not bad. So there's this piece I got here that's got mailing supplies, comic book supplies. This is all of my art paper. You can see pre-lined comic book art boards. I got an easel here, a canvas here for something I'm working on. Office supplies in general are here. We got shipping supplies down here, right? Okay, more magazines, because I have magazines all over the place. Really cool banner I take with me to comic book conventions. Ooh, calendar featuring the door of my old apartment, made by Kendall Abbott and Ryan Reason. Okay, so we got some portfolio type stuff up here. More art supplies here. This is all paints and stuff like that. Then all the comic storage. So, you know, we keep stuff in stock in the comic book company. People place orders. I pack them up and send them out. That's why we got shipping supplies and stuff in here. So these are racks that we take to signings, conventions, and stuff like that. Then there's just the boxes of comics. So these are all full of your favorite local anthology, Tales from the Boneyard, which you should have a copy. And if you don't, only $5 more. If you can order one, I'll put a link in. Then we got a bunch of stuff. This is My Deal, the Utopian. This is the last issue. I actually don't have the trade paperback here right now because we are sold out. I gotta order some more. We got the Omega Comics Presents anthology, which features people from all over the whole world. It's great. Yeah, and then the comics. My personal comic collection is stashed back here somewhere in like a bunch of long boxes. So that's about it. If you hear that beeping, that's actually my oven going off because dinner is on its way. We've got potatoes in the oven and got a veggie burger on the stove. Peep it, veggie burger, and then we got some broccoli up in here. Broccoli. So we're gonna have a nice little meal, and then I gotta get some work done. So thanks for touring my little situation. And I'm working on puppets for whoever asked for puppets. Puppets are coming soon. Just hang tight. Until then, I will leave you with the lazy dog of the day. Peace out. Lazy dog of the day. Why are you so lazy? You don't even want to look up to the camera because you're a lazy dog. Lazy dog. Oh, hi.